Hello students, how are you? Dr.Nityanand Chaubey here. Welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe it by pressing the subscribe button. Today I shall discuss another topic in the chapter, some basic concepts of chemistry. It is one of the important topic in chemistry. It is mole concept and molar masses. What is mole concept and how we can determine molar masses? We know that atoms are extremely small in size. So their numbers in very small amount of substance is extremely large. If we take a small amount, for example 5 gram of sodium, then in this amount of sodium there are extremely large number of sodium atoms. So in order to count or represent the number of sodium atoms or any other atoms, we use the mole concept. For example, we represent one dozen represents 12 items. We know that one dozen represents 12 items. Similarly, 1 score represents 20 items. In the same way, mole concept or mole is known as mole, its symbol is mole, is used in order to represent the microscopic particles such as atoms, molecules or ions or electrons. In order to represent the number of atoms, molecules, ions, electrons, microscopic particles, we use the symbol mole. Symbol mole is used. In SI unit of measurement, mole has been considered as 7th base unit for the measurement of amount of substance. Mole is used to represent the amount of substance. In SI unit, mole is used to represent the amount of substance. Now I shall define mole. How we can define one mole? Right? How you can define one mole? One mole is defined as the amount of substance which contains exactly the number of entities equivalent to the number of carbon atoms present in 12 gram of carbon. 12 isotope. If we take carbon 12 isotope, then the number of carbon atoms present in 12 gram represents 1 mole. If a substance has entities equal to carbon atoms present in 12 gram of carbon, then it is known as 1 mole of the substance. So we can define 1 mole as amount of substance that contains as much as entities as there are carbon atoms present in 12 gram of carbon 12 isotope. Now we can calculate the number of carbon atoms. In order to determine the number of carbon atoms in 12 gram of carbon, we have to obtain the mass of one carbon atom. The mass of one carbon atom has been determined by mass spectrometry technique. It comes out equal to 1.992648 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. The mass of one carbon atom is equal to this much. Now we know that 1 mole of carbon contains 12 gram of carbon. In 1 mole of carbon, there are 12 gram of carbon. Now, number of carbon atoms in 1 mole of carbon is equal to, since 1 mole of carbon contains 12 gram of carbon, 12 gram divided by the mass of one carbon atom is equal to 1.992648 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. After simplification, this comes out equal to 6.0231367 into 10 to the power 23 atoms per mole. For simplification, we use 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms per mole. This number is so much important that it is given name and a symbol. It is represented by the symbol Na, and it is called Avogadro number. This number is called Avogadro number in the honor of scientist Emilio Avogadro. In the honor of Emilio Avogadro, it is known as Avogadro number. It is represented by the symbol Na. Thus, Na is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms per mole. Please note that this number is same in case of any substance. If we take 1 mole of sodium, then there are 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 sodium atoms. This number does not changes with the substance. This is a constant. It is known as Avogadro number. So 1 mole of carbon contains 12 gram of carbon. Thus, number of carbon atoms in 1 mole of carbon is equal to 12 gram divided by mass of 1 carbon atom, which has been determined by mass spectrometric technique. After simplification, it comes out approximately equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms per mole. This quantity is known as Avogadro number, and it is represented by the symbol Na. It is in the honor of scientist Emilio Avogadro. Now we take some examples to represent the number of moles in case of atoms, molecules, or ions or electrons. These are microscopic particles. Mole concept is used in case of microscopic particles. For example, if we take 1 mole of sodium, then there are 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 sodium atoms. 1 mole of sodium contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 sodium atoms. Similarly, 1 mole of H2O water molecule contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 water molecules. Now, if we take 1 mole of chloride ions, 1 mole of chloride ions contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 chloride ions. In 1 mole of chloride ions, there are 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 chloride ions. This number is a very large number which represents the number of entities. Similarly, 1 mole of electrons represent 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 electrons. There are many numerical problems based on mole concept in which you can determine the number of moles or number of atoms, molecules or ions given in the numerical problems. Now, as I defined the molar mass, that is mole. After studying the mole concept, about mole, we can understand the molar mass. What is molar mass? What is molar mass? Molar mass is defined as the mass of 1 mole of a substance represented in grams. If we represent the mass of 1 mole of any substance such as molecule, atom or ion in grams, it is known as molar mass. It gives the molar mass. For example, in case of water, its molar mass is equal to 18.02 gram per mole. The molecular mass of water is 18.02 U. If we represent this molecular mass in grams, then it is equal to 18.02 U. This is known as molar mass of water. Similarly, molar mass of sodium chloride. If we calculate molecular mass or formula mass of sodium chloride, it comes out 15.35 U, unified mass. If we represent this molecular mass in grams, then it is 58.35 gram. It represents 1 mole of sodium chloride. Thus, the molar mass is defined as mass of 1 mole of any substance represented in grams. If we represent mass of 1 mole of substance in grams, then it is called molar mass. For example, C6H12O6, it is glucose. The glucose has molecular mass 180, approximately 180 U. Therefore, the molar mass of glucose is equal to 180 gram per mole. If we take 1 mole of glucose, then its mass in grams is 180 gram. 180 gram of glucose represents 1. Similarly, 58.35 gram of sodium chloride represents 1 mole of sodium chloride. And 18.02 gram of water represents 1 mole of water. So today I have discussed about mole concept and molar masses. We have defined about mole, what is mole, the number of entities present in any substance equal to number of carbon atoms present in 12 gram of carbon-12 isotope represents 1 mole. Molar mass is defined as mass of 1 mole of substance in grams. Thank you for watching my channel. Your comments are welcome. You can suggest any other topic. Please subscribe the channel if you are not subscribed yet. Thank you once again.